In this video, we're going to talk about the niche that came in number 4 in the top 5 niches to get rich with here online that you saw in this video right here. And to do that, we're going to we're going to look at the top 5 list, and we're going to focus in today on the education niche. Educational content from tutorials to lectures commands a CPM of $9.89. The niche is broad, covering everything from academic subjects to skill development. Note that content targeting children must meet YouTube's guidelines for monetization. Note that I am definitely not going to create any type of content because I don't want to be in the education children space, and I wouldn't recommend that to anyone else unless that is your thing. If you are a teacher or if you're someone that has already been involved and has knowledge and expertise in teaching kids, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just my personal preference, and I wanted to make sure that was clear before we dive into what's important, because we are talking about affiliate marketing as the actual way to monetize your channel. We're not going to rely on YouTube AdSense. And to do that, we're going to use my top strategy, traffic offer people. And it starts with generating traffic by creating content here on YouTube. And that starts with picking a topic, because we don't want to really, once we have defined that we're in the education niche, we don't really want to get bogged down with a bunch of high-level jargon that is running around or having us running around trying to figure out a bunch of marketing terms that aren't important. We are going to pick a topic. We're going to look at it from the idea that we need a certain set of tools. We need a certain set of technology to combine with those tools, and then the time required to create consistent content. Then we move up the stack here, and we build pillar by pillar or foundational block by foundational block, and we add an offer. And then number 3 is we add people to an email list, and ultimately those people that see our traffic in the form of helpful how-to content in the beginning focused on a very specific topic are going to be added to an email list. And that's how, again, we're going to follow up with them and let them know more about our offer. I said as an affiliate at the beginning, but this could also just as easily be if you already have your own product. This would be a way for you to generate traffic to your product if that's been a struggle to this point. If you started sort of what I'll say in the wrong place and you created an offer and you didn't have any traffic, that's what we're going to nail down today, is getting started and learning how to actually create traffic over to that offer, and then ultimately take those people that have come from our traffic or the people that are the traffic who have seen our offer, add them to an email list so we can follow up with them, help them more, and we can earn more money. Again, as an affiliate is typically the focus, and it's going to be the focus of what we're going to do right now, which is we're going to go back, and I want you to understand we're simply just taking this right here, this information from the top 5 niches to get rich online, which came from ChatGPT, and a collection of websites. I'll link those websites in a description. You can check out the information for each one of these niches where this information was summarized from. But the big picture here today is to just go to ChatGPT and start with a prompt. People like to say prompts. I just like to say we're going to have a conversation with our chat buddy. We're going to give it input. It's going to give us output. We're going to determine whether or not we like where that output is possibly taking us by interacting with the AI as an assistant and doing some back and forth. So to start off, I'm going to say, I'm going to start a YouTube channel in the education niche. This is what I know about it so far. And then that's the information that we already looked at about the CPM and the niche being broad. And then here is what I'm going to do a little different than I've done in the past videos that you may have seen here on the channel, but I'm going to show you a different way of brainstorming, a little different focus on actually using the AI as an assistant to get a little more back and forth so you can work through this problem that you have of picking a topic. Again, we're going to focus on just picking a helpful how-to topic to cover, and we're going to start by having ChatGPT ask us 3 questions to help me pick a niche to start making videos for my channel. Note, I'm not interested in content targeting children. I wanted to make that clear, again, for ChatGPT. It gave me a list of questions. What are your areas of expertise? What are your areas of expertise or passion within the broad education niche? And it's talking about identifying subjects or skills that you're already knowledgeable or passionate about. This one I don't like because it's who is your target audience and what are their needs or interests. This gets you into the world of thinking that you need to understand and know marketing to get started. And this is where everyone gets paralyzed paralysis by analysis kicks in, and you look at this question, you go, who's your target audience and what are their needs or interests? Oh my goodness, right? And you look at this paragraph and it's understanding your audience's demographics. Demographics, such as age group, educational background. How am I going to know their educational background and their interest, right? You already can figure this out, or you can figure this out, and that's what I'm going to show you. Now, this is kind of important. Step 3, what format do you prefer for delivering educational content? Step-by-step tutorials, in-depth lectures, quick tips and tricks, interviews with experts. That's great. I think we'll just say step-by-step tutorials because we want to create simple how-to videos here on YouTube in this education space. We're going to educate people on how to do a thing, how to solve a problem, how to learn a skill. That's what we're going to be doing. So step-by-step tutorials for sure. But what I wanted to do really was do some more back and forth with ChatGPT to get it to help us, more with this conversation as an actual assistant would. Interesting, but I still need help. Please answer the three questions for me using an example topic in the education niche. So again, these questions are really hard to answer, so I'm just going to have ChatGPT answer them for me using an example topic. Sure, let's examine the topic of programming for beginners. In the education niche, to answer the 3 questions, what are your areas of expertise or passion within the broad education niche? You have a background in computer science and a passion for coding. If that's true, then you've found your niche. You're ready to dive into finding a very, very specific topic. You enjoy teaching and have experience with programming languages. You find the joy in simplifying complex topics and helping beginners overcome their initial hurdles in learning code. You could take that statement right there and take off in learning code, but this statement, you find joy in simplifying complex topics and helping beginners overcome their initial hurdles in blank, learning to code, blank, the thing that you think that you know enough about to simplify that you know you can explain just as well or better than everyone else that's doing it right here on YouTube. All right? Then you move forward. Who is your target audience and what are their needs and interests? Your target audience consists of high school and college students, young professionals looking to switch careers, hobbyists. This is going to answer itself by just simply picking the niche that you want to go into, programming for beginners. And then the next step that we're going to do in a second with this, what format do you prefer? You prefer creating step-by-step tutorials that are highly effective for beginners. I really like that. And it tells you down here by using programming for beginners as an example topic, we can see how identifying your expertise, understanding your audience, and selecting a preferred content format can help you narrow down and refine your niche within the broad education category. So now we're going to dig deeper into programming for beginners right now in this example. Then I'm just going to show you how to have ChatGPT give you 10 or 20 other examples if you can't pick anything from this conversation. And then at that point, you're just going to continue your conversation and you're going to write what you're thinking. This is what I was thinking, so this is what I wrote, but yours might be different, or you could just model what I'm giving you here in my chat. But as you can see, and you'll quickly understand how this really works with this back and forth, you're telling it, great. That's great information. You're just like having a conversation with it. You're not trying to overthink working with the AI. You're saying, great. Now, give me 5 simple how-to videos, or as you called them, step-by-step tutorial ideas for writing your first Python script. Again, you might not know anything about Python scripting. It's a language. It's not important. Right now, what's important is understanding the process for brainstorming niches in the educational niche. We'll look at a few more topics inside of this niche in a second. But understand, we go back to this question. We're looking for a summary and a title for each video and an affiliate product to promote that would help my audience further if they bought the product after watching my video. Sure, here are 5 simple how-to videos or video ideas for writing your first Python script, each with a summary, title, and an affiliate product to promote. How to install Python and set up your development environment. Here is a summary. Beginner's Guide, installing Python and setting up your IDE. An affiliate product, JetBrains PyCharm Professional Edition. Promote this IDE as it offers advanced features that can help beginners and advanced users alike. Your target audience that you have now identified. Even if you didn't know what a target audience was when we first got started, now you do because this conversation with ChatGPT broke it down for you. then again, there's, 5 more videos or 4 more videos here. And understand that these video ideas will help beginners get started with Python scripting, and the affiliate products can enhance their learning and development experience. That's the point of you creating consistent content after you pick a topic. Of course, at that point, you come back to the affiliate and profitable online business roadmap, knowing that inside the proven top strategy that you're generating traffic based upon the topic that we picked, this Python scripting for beginners, or how to write your first Python script. You're going to need some tools, some technology, and time, not only to film the videos, but you're going to, and you already have that because you're knowledgeable in that thing that you're going to do, so you need to have those tools as well. Then your only job is to get down to creating consistent content. And we've also sort of stepped ahead a little bit, and we looked at step 2, and we have identified an offer that we can offer up as an affiliate to monetize our channel from day 1 or from our very first video as we work our way towards earning that revenue and that CPM that you were so interested in at the beginning of the video, or the top 5 niches based upon the CPM or the ad revenue that you can generate here on YouTube from creating helpful content to build your own profitable online business by utilizing the proven top strategy of generating traffic with helpful how-to content, leading people over to an offer that will help them, and then ultimately add those people to an email list so you can follow up with them with more helpful content and or products that you're an affiliate for, or later on if you create your own product. Then we're going to come back to ChatGPT and we're going to continue this conversation with our assistant. Great, but I'm not interested in programming. If you're not interested in programming, so give me 10 more educational niche ideas, please. Please do not include anything in the make money online niche or the business niches, unless that's what you want to go into. But again, focus on those sort of as separate. We're really thinking about outside of the scope of those niches, and we're thinking about more quote unquote regular education niches that you would think about as a teacher or educator, or just someone that wants to teach people something simple that is not about, flash and something that you might not feel comfortable talking about, such as making money and or personal finances. So we're going to say here are 10 more educational niches that avoid the make money online, business niches, and content targeting children, because we don't want to do that either. And you have gardening, environmental science, health and wellness, philosophy and critical thinking, literature and book reviews, music theory, photography and videography, travel and cultural education, psychology, human behavior, astronomy, and space exploration. These niches offer a wide range of topics that can engage and educate your audience while avoiding the specific areas of disinterest. And at that point, you've brainstormed this idea and this concept of creating simple how-to videos in the education niche, avoiding anything that might make you uncomfortable, targeting children, unless that is something that you're comfortable with doing, talking about finances, unless you want to be in the personal finance space, it's really its own niche. And then the make money online space here on YouTube is really its own niche as well. So really just go back to thinking about how can I make just simple how-to videos on something that's a little more just day-to-day average routine, and something that I feel comfortable giving advice on because I either already know it or I think I could learn it, I could do it, and then I could teach it just by simply creating how-to videos, or as our chat assistant said, step-by-step tutorials that you create and show here on YouTube. And if you're interested in learning more about the process that I use, check out the video you see on the screen right now.